Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review Danny Boyle's latest film about a world without the Beatles, Yesterday. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. Okay, Yesterday, the latest film ever by director Danny Boyle, starring Himesh Patel, Lily James, Kate McKinnon. Basically, all right, the premise of the story is that Himesh Patel's character, Jack, is a struggling musician, you know, playing in and out of clubs and bars, that kind of thing, but never really making a name for himself. And one day, a blackout happens as he's riding back to his house, and he has an accident, and then when he wakes up, he finds out, you know, through the course of a few minutes after the movie begins, that the world has no history of the Beatles rock band. None of their influences, anything like that. And I found that to be a very interesting premise. So, you know, if you're judging it by the trailer, he remembers a lot of these songs, and then he's trying to make a name for himself by using these songs. So overall, it's an interesting premise, and I think more than enough times it executes properly. I did overall enjoy the film. I felt that it was a bit of a love letter to the Beatles, although it was kind of a poorly written one at that. There's definitely, you know, reverence there, but I feel like a movie like Across the Universe was just like lush with Beatles lore and, you know, that kind of thing, and the soundtrack. And while that's here, it's kind of not, I don't think, utilized to the best of its ability. That being said, it's still an entertaining tale. I did enjoy our main cast for the most part, but I will say that this movie gets really dragged down with Kate McKinnon. Before this movie, I know her from Saturday Night Live, and I know, you know, but I couldn't say I was a fan or not a fan. It was just, I was pretty indifferent. But honestly, and really in my opinion, she sucked the complete energy out of this film whenever she wanted. I know they were trying for like kind of a comedy thing with her, but the movie itself wasn't inherently a comedy. It's more of a dramedy, but it felt like her character was kind of making a parody of what her character was supposed to represent, which was a Hollywood agent. And it just didn't match the vibe of what was happening with all the other characters and the rest of what was happening on screen. It was kind of, I don't know, it really took me out of the movie whenever she was on screen. Thankfully, she's not in it too terribly much, but the last, I would say, 30-45 minutes, she's in it quite sporadically. And it really took me out, and I won't be honest, it lessened my overall enjoyment of the film, or just her performance just did nothing for me, except just make me dislike her as a character, and kind of as an actress a little bit. But that being said, it's an okay movie. It's definitely got some good beats to it. As I said, Lily James is really, really good. Although I was a little surprised she didn't really do much singing. And that seems to be like her thing, you know, recently Mamma Mia, Cinderella, that kind of thing. But she was kind of, you know, she was not the main character, obviously. That went to Patel's character. But it's still like, it seemed like a lesser role for her, in my opinion. Like, I think she could have been given more to do. You know, we know she can do some good stuff. You know, if you've seen her in Baby Driver and that kind of movie, she's a good actress. She's really good. And I think Patel also is very talented. I enjoyed his turn as Jack. It was just, it was interesting. It was more of a drama than a comedy, but there was a kind of like a recurring joke that happens throughout the film that I really enjoyed. I wish they would have kind of taken that a couple more steps further. But the last bit at the end was very, very cool. I actually did enjoy it. As I said, I feel that if you are a Beatles fan, you're going to find a lot to like about this movie. But I think other projects have done it better as far as, like, you know, recognizing what, you know, the Beatles have meant to us. And you know, it's a fairly predictable tale. It just, at the end of the day, didn't quite have that heart. But I still did enjoy it overall. I'm going to give this one a 6.5 out of 10. Honestly, I would have given it probably a full point more, but Kate McKinnon really took me out of this film. I'm sorry if you're a Kate McKinnon fan, but, you know, just did nothing for me in this one. And all right, so let me know in the comments below If you plan on seeing yesterday, or if you did, let me know what you thought. And in the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'll put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.